What's up, everybody? I'm Chad, and today we're here at Stokes Volkswagen. Now we're going to be taking a look at the 2018 Atlas SEL V6 Premium with 4Motion. That's a mouthful, but let me tell you, folks, this is a extremely beautiful SUV by VW, and I've been waiting literally about 72 hours now to film this vehicle. So let's go ahead and do it while we got the keys today. All right, everybody, so there it is in Reflex silver metallic. Absolutely great looking color on the Atlas. And when we get to the inside, you're gonna see the golden oak interior. This is the first time we've been able to film an Atlas with the golden oak interior, so that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to show it to you today. And it's an SEL Premium with the 20-inch alloy wheels. So it's a really nice setup, and I hope you enjoy watching the video today. So the video, again, is about the Atlas. It's not so much about Chad. I do want to thank some of the watchers and viewers out there on YouTube that comment on a daily basis and watch these videos, and I'm glad you're really enjoying everything I have to offer with the Volkswagen product line. So, you know, if you've watched some of the videos before that I've done on Atlas, you may know a good bit about it, and you may already know a lot about it just from doing reviews and things like that. But the front end is nice and wide, just like every Volkswagen Atlas. It's big. It's got a look about it, don't it? Look at it. I got to get in this attitude right now and get kind of in the groove while filming this car and talking to you about it. You know, you got all LED headlights, LED daytime running lights. I mean, the front end is absolutely gorgeous. It really is, and I really do love that headlight display there. It just looks so futuristic, and I love the boxiness about the Atlas. It's just got its own look about it, doesn't it? It really does. So anyways, let's take a look at these 20-inch wheels for a moment, because they definitely look pretty big in size, don't they? They really kind of look larger than a 20, and as you can see here, I've kind of tilted the rim and the tire here so you can get a better look at the tires and the rims. And let's go ahead and do that. So there they are, the 20-inch wheels. Now you're sporting a set of Continental tires on here, trying to see what size they are. There we go. It's a 255/50 series with a 20-inch wheel. And you know, we just reviewed the blue Atlas with the black wheels, and these are pretty much exactly the same wheel, just in silver, okay? So if you like them in black, you can get them in black or silver, just like this right here. Now also, some safety features on this particular car right here is the camera system. It's got a camera in the front, got cameras on both mirrors, and then one in the rear. So you get a really cool 360 camera view when driving the car, and that's going to help out a lot whether you're doing some parallel parking, you're needing to get into a tight squeeze, or just whatever kind of driving you need to do when you're in reverse. Those backup cameras are going to really come into play. Big back doors, as you can see right there. Nice long wheelbase on the vehicle. Again, like I said, it's the largest Volkswagen's ever made. I mean, it's big. Also, we already got a tow package on the bottom down there for you. Let y'all get a little closer look. I know some of y'all will be taking advantage of a tow package if you buy an Atlas, because you may have a boat, jet ski, or trailer or something like that that you need to get on the road, and the Atlas is going to be able to handle that for you. So the body's beautiful, though. It really is. It's a beautiful car. Let's take a look at the roof line up here. I'm pretty sure it's got the panoramic glass sunroof. And it pretty much stretches right on back to the second row seating back there. You got the rails. I'd love to see one of these rocking some crossbars up top. That would look pretty nice. But that's the outside. I think what we're really wanting to do is take a look at the interior, though, because that golden oak is going to look really sweet. So let's go ahead and do that. Before we do, though, here's the window sticker here. Can't really see it all that well on the video, but I will tell you what I see with my own eyes right now. Mile per gallon is 23 highway, 17 city, average combined of 19. Here's the most important part to know, the price, okay? When you add on the packages, it starts at $48,490, and then it says package and options. You got the Monster Mats heavy duty trunk liner and VW cargo blocks, which is $285. Roadside assistance, $85. That's the only other pricing you got on here. That puts you at $49,890 $49,785. So $49,785. And then when Stokes Volkswagen adds on a few of their addendum things on here, that actually is a $39.95 extra. Will put you at $53,495 on this particular car right here today at Stokes VW. All right, but you know, prices can be different at different Volkswagen stores, because I know a lot of y'all may not even be living in South Carolina. Maybe you live in California, Texas, you know, wherever you might be at, Colorado. You know, the pricing will be different at your dealership. But the price right here, the MSRP, should be about the same, $49,785. All right, let's go ahead and get on the inside, take a look around in here, because this is going to be really special. All right, everybody, before we start looking at the actual interior and taking a look at this color in here and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to actually move the car to a spot where the sun is not so much glaring on the seats and all that kind of thing. So for some of y'all other car video guys out there that may be watching right now doing reviews, pay attention to that, because the sun is definitely a player in being able to see the outside and the paint and the metallics in the car, but it definitely can screw you up on filming the interior of a car. So you want to make sure the shadows and all that stuff kind of are not on the seats, and we can actually see the color of them. But so that's what we're kind of doing right now. I mean, if I could have lighting throughout the whole interior, that would be great. Then we can really get a good look at it, but Chad doesn't have access to a car video studio. That'd be a dream of mine, though, I tell you that much. All right, everybody, we're going to start out with the door panel here. As you can see, the golden oak is already right there in the middle. You do have some wood trim right here. Not real wood, but does have a cool look to it. Fender stereo system. I can tell you, Volkswagen does a great job on their audio systems in the car. You got component sets right there on your door panel, which is nice. You know, if you ever went to a stereo shop with your car and said, hey, I'd like to get some component sets, basically mean mid speakers and tweets and highs, you know, it's pretty pricey for that kind of stuff. So it's nice that it's already in there. All right, let's take a look at the interior seats. I haven't removed my cup of water there or anything like that, because it's in the 90 degrees range today here in Charleston. But let's go ahead and take a look at these seats. First off, the color and the sunroof up top really catch your eye right now, don't they? They really do. I mean, look how massive that panoramic glass sunroof is. That's absolutely beautiful. And it actually will slide all the way back to where that little black bar is right there. The seats, I like it, okay? You know, this is not the color that everybody's going to want on their car, but, you know, some people like me that want to be different and, you know, all that may like this kind of interior. I just filmed the Volkswagen All-Track, and it has the same type of color seating inside the car. A little bit different, but about the same. The stitching looks great. That's the fit and finish we're talking about when Volkswagen and Audi, they're really good with fit and finish and just paying attention to fine details. That little button right there is how you can move that headrest up and down. But yeah, look at the holes. They're nice and big. You know, some car brands, the perforated seats, they're tiny little holes. These are pretty big, and they're going to let you really get some air breathing in there. And another reason why you got bigger holes like that is also because it has cooled seats, okay? So they're ventilated. They're going to let air breathe through or breathe out to cool your little buns down, okay? And they're heated seats as well for people up north, but we don't really use heated seats all that much here, so it's not all that, you know, helpful for us in the Carolinas. You do got memory seats in here, which is great. Your husband or wife can set those up with either key fob, okay, because you get 2 key fobs, and set those memory seats up, and the seat will actually get into position right when him or her unlock the car. So that's a great feature. Lumbar support, tons of different power seats options. So how many different ways can you move your seat? Well, let's think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this doesn't really move, but it does lumbar. So you got really, I guess you could say 8-way power seats, or maybe 6-way with a lumbar support. All right, let's go ahead and take a look inside the car and check out the dash and everything like that, because this is really special. Let's close the door here. It's solid when you get in. It's nice and quiet. If you watch my video of the blue Atlas with the black wheels, I did a little stereo system thing to see how the deadener was on there, and you could hear the difference when you close the door with the music all the way up. But leather wrap steering wheel feels great on my hands here. Have you ever heard the horn on the Atlas? Let's go ahead and do that. So that's the horn on the Atlas. Again, this is fully all digital. Basically a massive LCD screen right there. For some of y'all are familiar with Audi, they had that on the Audi A7, maybe the A or S5, you know, the R8s maybe had it, I don't know, but I did know the A7 had it because that was a demo car that I had at some point a couple years ago. Let's go ahead and cut the car off. It does have a start-stop engine button, so there's your smart key right there with remote start, power tailgate, all that good stuff. Let's shut her down. I want to see what things look like once we shut her down. So that's what happens when you hit the button there. And then when you open the door, it should go black. See, the little car looks like it's just kind of opening up, shows the door. Close it. Let's see if it cuts off. All right, well, we're not going to sit here for 2 minutes waiting for that screen to cut off, but that's kind of what goes on when you open the door and shut the car off, you know, hitting the button. Hit the button again. Booyah, okay? Go ahead and crank her up. I like how, even though this is all digital here, I like how the little tachometer still does its little thing. That's pretty neat, isn't it? What other options do you really have in there? Well, you can see you got your adaptive cruise control, all your sensors and all that cool stuff acting into play. But let's see if there's any other little cool things it does. To control that, you're going to be right up in this area here. And as you can see, I'm just going to kind of flip through some of the options. Navigation can be displayed on that screen if you'd like to do that. Not sure why it's not doing that right this moment, but it can be displayed through there. Views, there we go, see? So a lot of different options. Audio goes right through there, your phone system, vehicle status, and look how nice that looks. I mean, you got the color of the car, all that kind of stuff. Looking pretty sweet. Driving data, there you go. Okay, so all kinds of cool stuff in here. You definitely want to get with your sales guy when you're looking at these vehicles and let them go through every little option that you can. Okay, let's see what Classic does. Whoops, hit the wrong one. I don't want to get stuck on this particular screen talking about this all day right now because there's other things I want to show you, but let's flip back up and let's just see what Classic does. Just curious. Okay, I guess that's what Classic does. Anyways, all right, let's see if we can get back out of there. There we go, we'll leave it right there. All right, so you got that screen, then you got this nice one over here. It looks pretty good. Menu is going to be your home button for the most part. Touch screen, all that good stuff there. Radio, media, volume button, phone, voice, nav. Let's take a look at the nav. There we go. So as you can see, looks just about like any other nav system. So that's that. Backup camera, that's a big player on this particular car here because we got a lot of different cameras going on. You got your guidelines there, you got your 360 view, all that cool stuff. So that's pretty neat. And there's a few other things I think it does as well. Let's see if we can kind of give it some different options here. See, as you can see there, it's lighting up things. That's really neat. Wow, all kinds of cool stuff on this car. I mean, look at that. There you go. Kind of looks like a top-down view, doesn't it? How they really got that thing hooked in. Look at that. Holy mackerel. Isn't that neat or what? I mean, this is like the ultimate car camera system. So that's pretty sweet. Other things, you know, your dual climate control, your cooled seats, your heated seats. Both sides get that. USB auxiliary port down there. This is nice. That's nice. You got different modes you can put it in. I mean, that's really cool. Look at that. Look at the graphics that come up on the screen if you got snow, sport mode, off-road, and that one right there. Man, that is sweet. We'll just put it on, we'll leave it on sport mode since we're not doing anything, but then you got different options there, normal, economy. Ooh, look at the little leaves. Pretty sweet. Look at that, right? It's saying, hey, we're going to help you save money on fuel, fuel consumption, economy mode. Anyways, all kinds of cool stuff. Camera systems here, electronic park brake. If you ever wonder how to do that, just put your foot on the brake and press it up. Now it's engaged. Press it down, and that disengages your park brake. Big armrest. Oh, we got some plastics. Anyways, more wood trim over there. Your mirror, lighting, all that good stuff. No sunglass holders. It's the only little complaint I had. I like wearing sunglasses, and you don't got anywhere to put them at in here, but you can lay them up there. All that cool stuff. Vanity mirrors. You got a light up top. There we go. All right, let's take a look in the back seats. All right, real quickly, before we get into the back seats, I want to set my seat up so the way I like it when I would drive. I'm starting to do this on every review now because people seem to want to know what the legroom is like. Again, I'm 6'1". I'm right in the area I want to be in right now. My feet are perfect down here. We got my Timberlands today. I'm sporting it out, okay? We're good to go. Steering wheel's where I want it. Now let's go ahead and hop in the back and see what kind of legroom we got. Well, I guess before I sit behind this seat here, I might have to remove this child seat for a second. And they had it in the showroom in there. Not the nicest child seat in the world, but it does give you kind of a visual of what a child seat would look like in the back of the Atlas. We don't have it plugged in right now, so I'm gonna just kind of slide it right over there. I mean, look, you got the ventilated seats back here too. I mean, this is a good looking back seat, by the way. Very nice. All right, let's hop in. Great feature, love it. This used to be just on the big luxury brand cars, these little visors. I'm loving seeing that on the Atlas. I'm loving this big armrest here. This is great, look at that. I mean, I'm a guy 6'1", got pretty long arms, and that's nice. Okay, fender component system right here in the back too, so you got nice tweeters and mids in the back as well. And right here, here's my leg room, look at that. Plenty of leg room. I mean, there's a good 3.5, 4 inches right there from my knee to the seat. So you got plenty of room in the back of the Atlas for a big tall guy to get back here. I like you got the little spot to throw the iPads and tablets. You got rear air back here for the kids, that's a plus. Rear air controls, even got rear heated seats in the back on this particular one. Then down bottom there, let's zoom in, you got 2 USB ports, how about that? And a 115 volt outlet down there, okay? That's a great feature to charge up a camera. Up top, it's nice to see that big sunroof again. I'm liking it. I'm liking the handles. I'm liking these lights. Everything's looking good. Where are here, there's this. Okay, brand new, as you can see, still got the plastics on it. Let's take it off. There we go. Very nice. Cup holders right there. Good to go. So functionality is nice, and everything's kind of easy to move around, and it's so, everything's so self-explanatory on here. I mean, y'all don't even really need me reviewing them, really. I mean, unless you just don't feel like heading over to the dealership and looking for yourself. But luckily, that makes the job of the sales guy a lot easier. Oh, before we roll out, hold on. Headroom's good too. Look at that, tons of headroom. So Shaquille O'Neal, Peyton Manning, come on in the back of the Atlas. I got a spot for you. One thing I'm gonna do that I really don't do a whole lot, and I need to start doing more. I've started to check out the back seats legroom, but I haven't been checking out the third row seat legroom. So let's check that out today. I'm gonna try to attempt doing this with one hand and a hand on a camera. But anyways, let's turn the camera around and let's see here. So if we want to get in the back of the third row right now, I'm thinking to myself, okay, how am I gonna do this? Because I think this is gonna just go like that, right? And then listen to this. That's some hard steel plate in the back of those seats for protection. But anyways, that folds up just like that. Let's go ahead and hop in the back. As you can see, there's my legs, okay? Doing pretty good. Again, I'm 6'1", about 200 pounds, give or take. Not too bad getting in the rear. So there's that. Hold on. The only thing that's a little nerve-wracking is these headrests. You know, that's great for a kid, if you can see that. But there you go. That's where you're going to want to be on a headrest with an adult in the back. You want to pull that up, or it's going to be sticking you in the back. All right, so there. How's the headroom, right? There we go. Plenty of room. There you have it. 6'1", doing good, just fine back here. Okay, what else we got going on, right? Up top, got lighting. So that's nice. They don't forget about the back passengers. You got rear air back here, right there, keep you cool. And you got some cup holders here, and a little cubby hole space there, and a little more cubby here. How about that? So 1, 2, 3 little areas to store things in the back. Then let's go ahead and do this one. So for the gentleman that's only in the back and has no help, how's he get that seat back towards him? Well, let's just do that like that. Okay, now the seat is all the way back, and look, I'm really not having it. I mean, I got to spread my legs here, and I'm touching, right? So this is tight for a guy that's 6'1". Now I can tell you, and it's going to be really tough to do right now, but there is actually a rail system under that seat and a bar up front there where you can pull the seat up. So that's what I will have to do to be able to be comfortable back here, is pull that seat up, I guess about 3 or 4 inches. But all the way back like that, it's just not working. Okay, I like how you can have this seat down over here and store things, like you can see these boxes and camera equipment and all that back here. But yeah, that's tight for me right now. I'd have to have the rails on it. And see, that's what I'm showing you. The rails are right there. You just push that bad boy with your big old shoe right up like that. Grab up here. Okay, that's going to help you get out and slide yourself out. And just to show you, right down here. See, that's all the way back. Okay? All right, hopefully that helped a little bit. Let's just take one more time. Let's take a look at our cargo space in the back of the Atlas. There's a button under here you push, and that will open the trunk up. It is power tailgate with your key, or you can hit the button on the inside. But there you go. Now you can see you got camera bags back here. You got floor mats, bottle of water, boxes. You're good to go. If you want to fold that seat down, you're even better. How do you do that though, right? I'm not exactly sure. Okay, there's a little button right there, which I can't do it with just one hand, but you can fold that down, fold that seat down. You got tons of room in the back of the Atlas. And even with the third rows up, you still got a lot more space. I mean, let me tell you something. A Chevy Tahoe, I film them all the time. A Chevy Tahoe, you don't have that kind of space right there with the third row up. I mean, it's tight in the back of a Tahoe. You literally got to fold those back seats down to have any room. So the Atlas, to me's got more space in the rear than even the Chevy Tahoe. That's good stuff. All right, hit this button here, drops that right on back down. There's your camera. It's pretty, it really is. Well, once again, everybody, I want to appreciate it. I want to say thank you for your views, thank you for your comments, thank you for your likes. Can we hit 200 likes on this video? That's all I ask for. If you're watching, hit that like button. If you enjoyed watching me talk a little bit about the Atlas today, give me a thumbs up, folks. Help us pop up higher on the YouTube searches when people are searching for things. We may already be popping up very well on the Atlas stuff, but thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I make these videos for y'all to be able to learn about these cars, and hopefully if you live in the Carolinas, you stop by my friends here at Stokes Volkswagen and buy one. We'll see you soon. I'm Chad Dobier, and I'm signing out.